there's nowhere to do them, Jane. My niece is actually in the other room. I had to work out outside today, and the only place I can actually handstand up is in the room.
Yeah.
Because you see like my brother, the other room that I usually do it in, he's after setting up his Xbox and his old mattresses in it. There's just no space in my house. It's a fucking joke.
I saw you outside. I was saying, God, you're brave to be out there.
I see a wall, Philly. Look at that glass. You can use that.
I can't look at all the shit. Like, there's a gutter up there. That won't be. I usually do it inside, but
No, I'm just messing. Don't mind me. You love Jane too much. You can practice.
I do love Jane. I can sit in. And shoes on.
Yeah, just sit in. I'm just going to be exercising. I won't be getting up on the wall.
To be honest, we don't go on the wall until halfway through the session. So if you want to join in for a bit, you're more than welcome.
Okay, I'm going to stay for a few minutes then.
All right, guys, as I said, let's get going. So just with that right arm, give me 5 circles backwards, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Opposite arm, 1, 2, big circles, 3, 4, 5, and both together, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lovely. We're going forward this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Opposite arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And both together. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Excellent. Pop down onto your hands and knees for me. We'll get those wrists ready. So we're going to go 10 reps of a wrist rock with a hip lift. So from here, I'm going to place my hands onto the ground, lean forward, lift my hips in the air, sit back and circle the wrists for 1 and 2. So take a little break in between each one. 3, 4. All the way to 10, guys. And think about pulling your shoulders back as you lift those hips. So you're trying to come into a straight line. Try not to let the shoulders go too far forward, Jackie. Lovely comfort, well done. Super. You just sit back when you've 10 complete. And for our next one then, I want you really to focus. You can do this with me now. Just take your hands up to the sky and reach up as high as you can. See if you can squeeze your ears with your arms. So this position is what we're going to try and achieve in this movement. So I'm going to place my hands on the floor, start in downward dog, push my ears up into my shoulders, big shrug, tiptoe my feet as far as I can, and then walk it back down, almost to my plank, back up again with a big shrug, and back down to my plank. Just for 5 reps here. Off you go. And as you walk those toes up, think about stacking your shoulders over your wrists and getting your hips as high as you can. Lovely, guys. Once you've done 5, we're going to come into a really nice stretch next. So starting on all fours, I'm going to take my hands forward, coming up onto my fingertips. So I'm nice and high on my fingertips, and I'm going to drop that chest through. You can arch your back as much as you can. Try and get your chest open and hold here for 30 seconds. So high on your fingertips here, guys. It's going to give you more space to drop that chest through. Keep holding for 20 seconds. Lovely, Jackie. Three, two, one. All right, guys, a little bit of active mobility here. So I'm going to lie down onto my chest, reach my hand out in front, take my chin to the ground. So I'm looking forward. And I'm going to do 10 arm lifts here, which is quite difficult with that chin on the mat. If that's too difficult, you can take your forehead onto the mat and it makes it a little bit easier. All right, so off you go when you're ready. 10 straight arm lifts with your chin on the mat if possible. And if not, keep your forehead on the mat. Your arms might just lift about an inch off the floor and that's fine. On that 10th rep, guys, we're going to hold for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Lovely, guys. I'm going to keep you here for our swimmers. So I just want 5 reps here. So starting with your hands in front, you're going to lift them as high as you can. Circle them back. Rotate your fists together and bring your fists as high up your back as you can. And then down again and all the way forward. So just 5 of your swimmers, taking your fists up your back in this position to finish. Off you go. I am looking, but the only one on screen is Jackie at the moment. I presume the rest of you are doing okay. Philly, don't get cold out there. Oh, lovely. You must have a nice little tripod. Good, Philly. These are really good for you to do as well. And again, guys, if your chin is uncomfortable on the mat, take it to your forehead. But if you have that little bit more mobility, you can get your chin on the mat, which will mimic your handstand position a little bit better. Really nice, guys. Once you've done 5, we're going to do one more stretch getting into our lats this time. So I'm going to take one hand on top of the other, place it out in front, drop my chest through, and then twist and look over to my right side. And I should find a really yummy stretch right here into the side of my armpits. So you're looking to stretch right here. So hands together. And once you get down, you're going to twist and see if you can get that stretch. Lovely, Philly. Very nice. Good, Jackie. So clock is on, guys. Hold here for 30. And then we'll get moving. Three, 2, 1. Take your twist to the opposite side. Love, guys, and relax. So we're staying on the floor for the next one. We're going to do some body tighteners, which is going to help us feel the tension and position we want for our handstands. I'll have a quick demo here, guys. I'll do it on the floor so you can see me. So I'm lying with my chest, my chin is forward, and if you can see in this position, I have quite an arch in my back. So I want to take that out by pressing my armpits down, pulling my chest off the floor and squeezing my glutes as tight as I can. So I'm coming into a really active position here. My toes are pointed, my knees are squeezed, And can you see that hollow position that I come in my back? And I'll show you guys on camera as well. So as if you can imagine, my ribs here are on the floor. I'm trying to pull my ribs away from the floor. All right, we're going to go 10 seconds on, 10 seconds off for 3 rounds. And when you're working for those 10 seconds, I want you to squeeze every muscle in your body.
What's this, Jane? You'll find a way to make you point your legs at home. Jane.
So yeah, guys, a little bit of awareness. So Philly, take your feet together. Think about squeezing, pointing your toes. Squeeze your quads. Squeeze the hell out of your glutes. Pull your rib cage off the floor into a hollow position and try to keep your armpits down to the floor. 3, 2, 1, and squeeze for 10, guys. Really pull that rib cage up. Reach with the arms overhead. That looks great, guys. 3, 2, 1, relax for 10. We're doing that 2 more times. It should be tough. 3, 2, 1, and squeeze, guys. Squeeze the hell out of your glutes. Push your hips into the ground. Pull your ribs away. 3, 2, 1, relax. Well done. We're going to do that 1 more time. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Big squeeze, hips down, Philly. Pull your rib cage up. Good, there you go, right there. Really nice. I can even see the shape on camera. Super T and Jackie. And relax, guys. Well done. So it's that nice round hollow position that we're aiming for in a handstand. We're going to take that position to the wall next. Have a quick look at me here. We're going hands on the wall and feet on the floor. So hands anywhere, even shoulder height is perfect. I'm going to walk my feet back and I'm going to imagine that same position. So if you can see my hips are sticking out now, I'm going to squeeze my glutes down, pull my rib cage up to my spine and push the wall away so that my arms are squeezing my hands. And I'm coming into that nice round position. And for this one, guys, we're going to hold for 20 seconds. So hands around shoulder height. Walk the feet back as far as you can that you feel comfortable and safe. Coming onto your tippy toes up into the ball of your feet, which means you can probably walk them back another inch. And then we're squeezing the hips down, pulling the rib to our chest and pressing the wall away. Clock is on. 20 seconds here. So Jackie, pull your hips down more. There you go. Really good T. Might get you to bring your feet back further, T, if you can.
Are you looking down at the floor or straight ahead?
Good question. You can look at your thumbs, Philly. So look into this, yeah. Nice, guys. And relax for 20, and we'll do that again. So T, I might get you to walk your feet back a little bit further if it feels safe. So you kind of want to challenge yourself, guys. Say if I'm here, that I can actually push a little bit further back with my feet and get as long as possible. I've only face planted once doing this. All right, guys, get yourself ready. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Good, Philly. Now really pull the rib cage up to meet the spine. So you're trying to round out that upper back. Lovely, T. Perfect. And squeeze the hips down. Really nice, guys. Keep holding. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, so the next option, we're going to turn ourselves upside down so our feet are on the wall. If you don't want to do that, you can do the same one again. All right. So this time, coming into a downward dog position, step the feet up. You don't need to move your hands anywhere, but you're going to walk your feet as high as you can. And coming into that same position, squeeze your bum, pressing, pulling your ribs to your chest, looking at your hands, and we'll hold that position for 20 seconds. So you have the choice, guys, to do that one or stay with your feet on the ground. Totally up to you. So downward dog, and I don't want you to move your hands. I want you to walk your feet as high as you can, which means your shoulders are going to open. All right, guys, if you're gone already, do your own 20 seconds. My clock is on now. Feet together, Jackie. If you can, bring the front of your foot onto the wall, so point your toe. There you go, beautiful, Jackie. Now squeeze your hips down. Such good shape, feet together, comfort. Excellent, T, super, Donal. I'll let you guys do your own 20 seconds. Everybody's a bit different. That is a fabulous shape, Jackie. And I'm just giving her the most feedback because of the angle of her camera. Lovely, Donal. So again, guys, the big emphasis here is I'm in my handstand and then I'm going to push my toes up the wall as high as I can by pushing or shrugging my shoulders up as much as possible. Shake it off. And you guys are going to do that one more time when you feel ready. Jackie, that looked excellent. Good, Donal. And if you can, you don't need to move the hands, but turn your feet. Don't give me more tension in your quads. Squeeze your knees, your right knee in particular. There we go. Lovely fix. Good, comfort. Stay right there. Beautiful, comfort. Squeeze your hips down. Lovely. Beautiful shape, comfort. That is fantastic. T, excellent. T, make sure your belly button is not falling to the wall. So pull your ribs in so you have that nice hollow. That looks good. Lovely, Philly. Squeeze your hips more for me, Philly. Hips to the wall, the other way. There you go. And pull your rib cage. Very nice. You're quite close, Philly, to the wall. That's okay. You can stay out a little bit for this one, yeah. Brilliant, guys. That's a great drill to work on handstand endurance and, more importantly, the shape of your handstand. All right, that was tough. So the next one we're going to do is similar, but we're going to come into our L handstand. And today I'm going to take out the hamstring element of it. So if you have tight hamstrings, no problemo today. So I'm going to show you guys. This time I want you to, actually it doesn't really matter. You can measure your feet by the length of your leg from the wall, but I actually want you to come a little bit shorter. So take your hands maybe to where your ankles are or your shins. All right, so I'm a little bit closer than the length of my legs. From here, I'm going to step it up and then I'm going to walk my feet down, keep my knees bent. Once I get them down low enough, open up through my shoulders, push through, and I'm going to hold here. Try to make sure your hips are over your shoulders. So if they're too bent, you can see here my hips are not in line. So take the hips over your hands, and we're going to hold here, guys, for 20 to 30 seconds. It's a little bit hard, like even for me there, I almost needed someone to tell me where my hips were. So if you angle your camera correctly, I'll be able to tell you to take your hips forward, which means just straighten your knees a little bit more. All right, guys, you're going to be on your own clocks, 20 to 30 seconds. See if you can get those feet down and take those hips over your hands. So remember, your hands don't need to be the full length of your legs. Nice, comfort. So keep walking your feet down, comfort. Keep coming, keep coming. Now kick your knees a little bit straighter. Straighten, yeah. And try to put your head through to the wall. More, more, more. Beautiful, comfort. Now we're talking. Fabulous, comfort. So you're there for 20 to 30 seconds. Yes, Philly, can you walk your feet a little lower? Good. Now I want you to straighten your knees a little bit, Philly. Head through, head through. There, beautiful, Philly. You're there for 20 seconds. Excellent position with the camera, guys. Okay, Donald, bend your knees and walk your feet a little lower. Lovely, a little lower, Donald. Bend your knees. And now can you kick your hips forward more? Good, and head through to the wall. Lovely, Donald, head through as much as you can. Wonderful, Jackie.
That's very hard.
It's tough, isn't it? Jackie, straighten your knees a tiny bit. Yes, if you guys can have a quick look at Jackie there, do you see that beautiful line?
Go on, Jackie.
Wrists, shoulders, hips, absolutely fabulous. Woo!
Jane, there's a way he goes at your Achilles. Does that make sense?
Tell me again.
It makes you, it's like you need an ankle mobility to get that.
If you're very, very tight in your calves and Achilles, because of the shape of your foot, I imagine you might feel the stretch there.
Yeah, because I have flat foot, you see.
Okay, you need to do stretches.
Yeah.
And guys, that was amazing. Can we all do that one more time?
Oh, jeez.
See, my eyes are on you this time. And Philly, that was fab, Philly. I want you to do that again. It is really tough, guys. So if you're finding this hard, that is totally normal.
Yeah, I couldn't even do it the first time, Jane. So
I'll
bow out now.
Gee, I saw you up there.
You will not bow out.
Head through, Jackie. Can I see one more T?
Jackie.
Or if you prefer to, you do the one that we did before this, where you leave your legs straight up on the wall. So just dial it back a little bit to whatever feels good for you.
How do your feet not slide off the wall?
I'm in my bare feet. That can help.
So am I.
You too.
Jen, you better start counting now.
Okay, you're on your count. Good. Straighten your knees a tiny bit, Comfort. There we go. Head through. Beautiful, Philly. Head through, Comfort. There we go. Lovely, T. Now, T, don't change them this time, but your hands are a little bit wide for the next time you do it. I want you to really pull your rib cage up to meet your spine, Teresa. Lovely. That looks beautiful from this angle. Woo! Excellent practice, guys. That is super. Now, if the wrists are at you, I can see, don't just give them a little roll out, make a fist and roll them out. And we're going to go into some more play handstand stuff next. Ooh, all righty. And lunge, yeah. So we haven't done this one yet, guys. It is one of my favorite drills for you guys to kick to handstand. So you can measure the length of your body from the wall or just kind of guesstimate it. So for good practice, I'm going for the length of my body here. From here, I'm going to lunge halfway, reach the wall and kick that back leg up. So I have that nice line and back again. My focus here, guys, is on driving that back heel with power up. So that will help me to kick up to the wall when I come to my handstand. All right? And the very same position that you just practiced. Head through. So you have that nice open angle in the shoulder when your hands come to meet the wall. Can everyone give me 5 to 10 reps? So think of headbutting the ground this time. Good, Jackie. And it should be nice and smooth as your hands meet the wall and the leg kicks back. Lovely, guys. Lock out those arms. Remember the push. So, I'm glad I'm seeing you doing that, Philly. So that elbow bend is what happens when you meet the floor and the head crashes down. So squeeze your tricep to lock out the elbow and push through here. Okay, those arms stay nice and straight.
On the wall.
On the wall, yeah. So your arms should never bend. You should be pushing through your shoulders, more through here, and headbutt the ground. There we go. That's how you should land at the wall. All right, guys, and as you take a little rest, I'm just going to show you the progression. So we're going to go for a kick or a lift off this time. Doesn't have to be all the way to the wall. So very same thing, I'm going to lunge. This time, I'm going to see if I can get that foot off the ground. Lunge and kick and back to your start position. So drive that leg. So this leading leg, I want you to drive the heel. So I'm going to really kick that up, kick, and you see how powerful it is, and it takes me all the way up to the wall. All right? If you put power in that back leg, and the arms are locked out, voila, you're in a handstand. Easy as that. All right, guys, let's go 5 to 10 practice reps. Lovely, Donal. Donal, I want you to focus on not taking your feet to the wall. All right, I want you to keep those legs straight and try and hit a handstand off the wall. So much better, Donal. Yes, Philly. Come on, Comfort, eyes are on you.
Those are slippery.
So T, I'm just watching you there, and your back leg, so this leg is not doing as much work as it could. So when you're coming down, I want you to think of kicking this leg really powerful, all right? Like a day that you're annoyed with Donal, and you're going to kick him in the face. So really use that leg. Good, Comfort. Lovely, Jackie. Try and get 2 legs to touch at the top. Better, T. Yes, there you go. Nice. Come on, Comfort, you got this. Lovely. And the same for you, Philly. I want you to forget that the wall is there. So I don't want you to think of getting your heels to the wall. I want you to try and come to a freestanding handstand, just in front of the wall. Yes, Comfort. Comfort, don't forget to keep that head through.
Okay.
Remember we did that practice together in the gym. Okay, so watch that leg going straight to the wall, Philly. Try to stop short of the wall. Good, Comfort. Really nice attempt. Lovely, Jackie.
So am I just kind of hovering and not falling over to the wall, trying to just go back down?
Exactly. So what I see with people sometimes is they're so anxious to get up that they kick through to the wall, which means if you're ever trying to handstand away from the wall, you're going to go through to your back, which is what you don't want. So for this drill, I just want you to think about even getting to here and back down again. So don't worry, just touch and down. Have another few practices, guys, and then I'll have one more drill for you to work on today. So, Donal and Philly, I want you to think about the first leg and then getting the second leg to touch it and down again. Don't worry about spending time in the handstand. Yes, Comfort. Beautiful. Lovely, Jackie. Yes, Philly. Good, Donal. Woo!
That was a good one, wasn't it?
That was a really good one, yeah.
Phil, you're not allowed to be excited. You do a handstand already.
So it's just about training yourself not to rely on the wall. It's there as a safety. Good, Jackie. Can you split your legs on the way down? Beautiful, Comfort. T, how are we doing? Work on that back leg for me, T. And even when I look at it, it's quite bent, which means the tension isn't there. So the next thing for you is to straighten that back leg as well.
I've never tried this before. Like I usually just let the wall catch me.
Yeah.
So I've actually never tried. So I'm gonna practice this.
That's why it's great for you to come to these classes, because you will learn little things that'll make you better at handstands.
Yeah.
Good, Donal. All right, guys, so the last one I'm going to give you guys kind of play practice as well, and you have 2 options. So if you have your kick to handstand, I'm going to get you up to the wall. Let's see if I can make this a little bit higher. There we go. And actually bring it in here so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right. So you're going to kick yourself into your handstand. You guys see my heels? Not quite. Okay. And when I'm in here, I'm going to press my fingers into the ground and see if my heels can pull off the wall. I'm going to bring this a little bit higher so you can see my heels. And what I'm doing on the floor, my fingers, can you see how I'm gripping the ground with my fingers? I'm driving the pads of my fingers into the floor, and that's going to pull my heels really subtly off the wall. So I'll show you with my heels. I'm too tall.
No, we could see you. We could see you.
See.
My heels. All right, there we go. So I'm pressing my fingers, and you can see my heels gently lift off the wall. Your other option then is to take one foot and do your little flutter kick. Okay? And T, or anyone that isn't kicking to the wall, you're going to do your feet up to the wall, take one leg out, and your leg swap. All right? Whew. Tough work, these handstands. With the heel lift off, guys, it takes a lot of practice to get the feeling, but what you're really focusing on is really gripping the ground with the tops of your fingers and pushing down. Lovely alignment, Billy. Well done, Comfort. So whatever you do, guys, try not to freak out and do with your legs. All of this should be very slow, subtle movement. Good stuff, T. Take a rest and go again. So slow transition, Donal. See if you can get your feet to meet off the wall. Well done. All right, T, let's see it. Good work, Jackie, and Comfort. Lovely, T. Good, T. Pull that rib cage up to your spine. Very nice. All right, Comfort. Super. For the next time, Comfort, just note your hands are a little wide. I'd like to see them a bit closer together. Good, Jackie. Oh, Jackie, a little bit more tension in the body. Point the toes, squeeze your quads to give yourself more control. Nice, Donald, here we go. Woo! I have to say though, guys, your overall alignment and tension looks a lot better. Good work. So you can see 30 minutes handstand practice would kill you. Okay, Jackie, super. Feet together, Jackie. Feet together, beautiful heel pulls. So you're not trying to physically pull your heels off the wall. Your hands are doing the work. By pressing your fingertips, lovely, Jackie, well done. That one took me a long time to master the feeling. It was like months later that I was like, there it is. So just stick with handstand stuff, guys. It takes a while to feel good, Comfort. A little bit closer together with those hands, Comfort.
I thought you said make it wider, sorry.
Not wider, closer. So again, we want to stack our hands over our shoulders. For some reason, most CrossFitters think they're this broad and their hands are out here. So it's actually quite narrow. If you come down, your shoulders to hand position. All right, guys, bring it in. That is you guys done for this.